Welcome to another episode of Ghost Host Kitchen. On this episode, we are going to be making taco cups. That's right, these are taco cups. There's a lot of cup type recipes out there, from cheeseburgers to chicken barbecue. We've made some of them, but these are taco ones. And unlike the other cup recipes where you typically use a biscuit, we're going to show you two ways of making the cup. We're not going to use a biscuit at all. We're going to use tortillas. Just good old-fashioned tortillas. Put them in there. And then we're going to use some of the Pillsbury cornbread muffin rolls. Now, we're pre-shaping these and we're pre-baking them. And we're going to show you what happens. And then we're going to show you a different way. But it all starts, of course, with our filling. That's the hamburger meat. Okay, so once we have those hamburger broken up, we're going to start by putting some garlic in. Now, you've noticed I used quite a bit, about a tablespoon. And then we're going to put in some minced onion. Feel free, use fresh onion if you like. For various reasons, we use minced onion a lot, and that's okay. We are going to add some taco seasoning. Now, we're just using regular store-bought taco seasoning. I don't always. Despite the size of the bottle, we actually seldom use it. But we put about a teaspoon or so in there. We're going to add some more later, and she's just working that in. Okay, we're going to add a little more seasoning in there. Oftentimes the instructions will say to add water. If you do it this way, you don't necessarily have to add the water. Makes it easier when you're trying to cook it out, if there's actually no water in there to cook out. Okay, now we're going to add some chilies to this. These are just plain green chilies. You often find them used in chili, other Mexican dishes, and then we're going to add a bit of salsa to this also. That's about half a cup of salsa and about half a can of those green chilies. We're just making some flavor here. And of course, now that the hamburger is well pulverized, we're switching over to a spoon and just mixing everything together. Okay, so our shells, our cups if you will, are now coming out of the oven. As you can see on those cornbread cups, they actually kind of went back to their muffin shape. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pick out the center of those and make them into a cup. See, I'm very carefully grabbing onto those silicone cupcake holders because they are hot. But there you go, you see we pulled it out. We're also going to form these muffins into a cup shape, and then we're going to fill them and bake them. So you kind of see what a pre-baked muffin would happen, and then one that's not pre-baked. Okay, so we're just putting our stuffing in here. That is the hamburger that we made mixed with some cheese. Just dropping it inside each one. As you can see, if you pre-bake your taco cup and then have to pick the center out, it doesn't hold as much as if you don't do it that way. If you go ahead and put the dough in uncooked and just let it cook, it'll hold more. Alright, now once you've filled put the taco meat in, just top them off with some cheese. After all, what's a taco without cheese? And while we're doing this, let me invite you to subscribe and comment, like, and hit the notify button. We want to hear from you. So now we're going to put them in the oven at about 375 for about 15 to 17 minutes. It's not really going to overbake the ones that were previously done. They come out well, and this is what they look like. There they are with their toppings, and they taste great.